Hey, we're Hands Like Houses, and this is Rock Forever magazine.
Hey guys, it's Tori from Rock Forever magazine, and today I'm hanging out with Hands Like Houses.
G'day.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah,
You guys are so Australian. It's great. Like, good day.
We probably wouldn't
awesome.
say good day that much back home, but I think we've kind of, I don't know, we kind of latched onto it.
I guess you understand that Americans love it when you say good day or anything
It does. It
half
takes us out of trouble,
Australian.
or ever puts a smile on people's face straight up, so I feel that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. Now, we're going to start with some finish a sentence for you guys. Now, we're just going to pass the mic around so each of you can answer this. Now, if you weren't in a band, you would...
I don't even remember. Probably just working an everyday job, and yeah, can't even imagine it.
Well, being in a band sounds like way more fun, right?
Yeah, so I'm sorry.
Well, they were giggling over here, so I have a feeling something good is coming.
I'd be an actor.
Ooh, so what kind of, okay, so let's say you were an actor.
Why not?
What kind of roles would you want to play?
Mainly just romances. So I guess
Ryan
that-
Gosling would be out of a job, let's
Okay.
just put it that way.
All right, so who would you want to be your co-star?
Just Rachel McAdams, every single movie.
Good choice, the classic choice.
Exactly.
And now over here.
I'd be a project manager on like a big construction site.
Is it bad that I just thought of Celebrity Apprentice and like The Apprentice in general when you said project manager? I think that's a little bit embarrassing. And now, the best memory from the Collide with the Sky tour so far was when?
Honestly, it's just been every night, like just getting up on the stage and like just the number of kids, it's just such a huge step up for us, and you know, it's been phenomenal. But I mean, I think probably one of the best bits was that we've heard some horror stories about headliners who, you know, line everyone up on the second or third day of tour and said, all right, don't touch this is ours, you can't do this, don't you even dare touch that. And so basically we got called in by email for a meeting the second day. We're like, oh no.
First day.
We'll skip that.
And then we're all kind of there, and Vic just comes out and says, look, we love you guys as bands, we love you guys as people, and so here's whiskey and pizza.
What?
And so we're
What a
all
cool
just like-
band.
yeah, it was very cool. So I mean,
There's lots of
it's
pizza.
been it was just really encouraging and a great way to start the tour. And I mean, everyone's friends and everyone's hanging out. Pretty
That's
much
good
every
to
night,
hear
so
that
it's-
everyone gets along. That's good to
Very
hear.
cool.
And now, what about you guys? Favorite memories from the tour so far? The Orlando show, right?
Yeah, the Orlando show was
Better say
good.
the Orlando show.
We were still so early in the tour, like it's only
Yeah.
been a week, so I'd have to, I'd go with Trent, like the same sort of thing. Just the crowds every night, because you just get up on stage and you walk to like the front and everyone just starts
Yeah.
screaming, and like it's just, I don't know, it's so different from anything we've done before, and it's just so like, I don't know, it's so motivating
Totally.
to be able to continually do it. It's really, really good tour to be on.
And last but not least.
I'll say the same thing. Pretty
Driving.
boring, but like
Favorite thing's driving around.
just getting up on stage like that first night and seeing all those
Yeah.
people was just amazing. Like we haven't played in front of that many people before, so to do that was amazing. So
And definitely a great welcome to the United States, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And now, thinking back to Australia, one thing you miss from Australia is
Definitely my fiance.
definitely.
Sorry,
That's
anyone can answer that for me. That's fine.
Yeah.
Home cooked meals.
Yeah.
Definitely some home cooked meals.
yeah, I've got a fiance back at home too, so I'll say that, and just general family time, being able to hang out with everyone every weekend, and just driving down and seeing the people that you love and you love hanging out with.
Yeah.
So.
And now you did say home cooked meals, so I have to ask, what do you guys usually eat when you're on the road? What do you guys like to
It varies. We go through phases. I mean,
Phases.
It varies so
we-
much.
yeah, for last tour we kind of added a microwave to our van, which has just made stuff so much easier. Because prior to that, we were just eating like peanut butter sandwiches, wraps,
Oh, that's
whatever
awful.
whatever we could throw together on a day, which got pretty awful some days. But I mean, you know, mac cheese is pretty much a staple.
We eat a lot of soups and like put vegetables and stuff through it as well.
Yeah.
Some of us, there's a fair few vegetarians and a vegan, so
Alright.
we generally eat pretty healthy.
We get creative because like, you know, you eat the same stuff more or less
I
every day.
know.
So yeah, you know, you change things up. You say, oh, that could work with that, and I mean, It's a good adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun though. Sometimes it becomes a bit like a competition. Someone sees,
Oh,
you know,
no.
a meal that you've done, and they're like, damn, we should have done that. And then the
Yeah,
next day someone will
it
bring
does,
something to the
actually.
table and you're like, that's a lot better than my meal yesterday. And then it's just like,
Yeah.
Everyone's
we
always
can do the better
interested.
meal.
I can see who could find the best canned soup.
That's what it is.
Really? That's
And everyone
exactly.
goes to the soup aisle and everyone's
run
run
to
like,
Walmart.
what are you getting there? All right, I'll grab that. Yep.
You guys seem like such a fun band. This is awesome.
we are.
Yeah.
Duh.
You have to
And,
enjoy it, or else you spend too much time around each other. If you don't love
Yeah,
hanging out, and
It's terrible.
you'd probably punch each other out
Very true.
within a week. So no, it's good.
Laugh or cry.
And now, one last finished sentence. The craziest fan experience from the tour so far was when? Anything crazy
I
happened?
don't know.
I personally haven't had anything yet.
I had
Yet.
some.
Yeah.
That's the key word.
Some girl came up the other day and she was just like, I sort of saw her and I waved at her and then she just started sort of shaking and
Oh,
like
no.
crying and I was like, oh my god, like what have I done? and then like I sort of went over and just like comforted her. But it's just mainly so far like the weird things that have happened have been when we take photos with people.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you smell good. I'm like, why are you smelling me? It's just, I don't know, it's
I just
weird.
got off stage. How the hell do I
Yeah.
smell good?
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, same sort of thing. I think it's been very new for us as well. It was a very different tour to what we've done before. So I guess, you know, Sleeping with Sirens and Pierce the Veil do have a lot younger and a lot more screaming girl sort of fan bases. So it's for us to kind of come across that coming from, you know, hardcore shows where we've had to really fight for anyone to pay attention to us. It's been weird and eye-opening, and I still don't understand it, but you know, at the
so
same
awesome.
time, like, you know, these kids are coming out and having an absolutely hell of a time, and
Yeah.
they're going to remember this for a long, you know, these sort of shows for a really long time. So it's really cool. Yeah.
I got 2 boxes of Pop-Tarts and a love
Yeah,
letter
he was
sent to
really
me.
lucky.
Actually,
Wow.
no, two boxes of Pop-Tarts, some weird kind of love letter, which was kind of
Oh,
endearing
sketchy.
and nice, but a little bit strange at the same time. And then I also got a necklace. So
Well, that's really
that was-
nice.
that was
I've
a
been
fun
on
time.
shit.
And I really hope they're watching this right now, so they're just thrilled that you
Yeah,
mentioned it.
The girl's name was Sunny, so Sunny, if you're watching it, hey, thank you. I've still got a few Pop-Tarts left.
And now your album Groundsweller is out now.
Yep.
Woo, so exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
How'd you guys come up with the whole album artwork and the title of the album, the whole concept?
Ooh, God, there's probably a different story for each part of it. I guess the Groundsweller thing. Groundswell, I think, was something Coops came up with forever ago, just a song name for a song in progress. And the song never really took off, but we kind of like the title, and I think it for us, it's really important to stay who we are. You know, we've got awesome families, friends, and you know, fiancés back home, and it's, I guess, about staying true to who we are. You know, we're you know, being close to home, true to home, and then so that's what kind of where Groundsweller. It was not where it came from. I have no idea where it actually came from, but as we kind of thought about it, we thought, oh, that kind of fits what we want to
It's a
do.
good meaning for it.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of taken that on, and
The more time we spend over here, really.
yeah. And as far as the artwork, we bounced a few ideas around first, but we're big fans of an Australian artist called Sean Tan, and of course Hayao Miyazaki from Japan, just all his work. So we kind of hit up the artist and said, all right, what do you reckon we could do something between this and this? And I mean, there's a, you know, loose sort of story to the 3 panels in the artwork, and you know, just I guess about
We were
finding your
extremely
way in the
picky
world,
the whole
but-
way through.
Really?
And he was really nice
yeah.
and patient.
It's an Australian
about it,
artist
so
as well, which is cool.
It was cool, yeah.
Guy out of
Well,
Melbourne.
clearly you were picky, but it turned out great in the end.
so
So
nice,
you were
so
picky
happy
for a
with
good reason.
Yeah.
And now we have a fan question here from Raphael, and he wants to know the inspiration and motivation behind the lyrics for Watchmaker and the definition of not leaving.
Brent?
That's me. Yeah,
it away.
I guess both kind of have a similar sort of theme. I mean, Watchmaker, it's about, I guess, you know, things in your life where you want to make time for things you want to do, and you know, you do. I mean, doing what we do is just such a all-consuming amount of time and effort
Yeah.
and energy. So, like, it's kind of wanting to, I guess, learn how. I love the image of a watchmaker. Like, I think I came across it in a book. What was it called? I think it might have been The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. Had a little mention of that. That's where the title for Not Leaving came from, just coincidentally. But I don't know, just a really cool idea, and just learning how watches work, so that somehow I could learn to control time and stop it when you want to stop it, and then make it speed up. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
so it's, and I guess getting caught up and obsessed with that. And then as far as definition of not leaving, it's, you know, it's about not wanting to live without someone. It's about, you know, I guess being one person in as a part of two, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
just, you know, being in love, but it's sometimes a little bit selfish and a little bit well, you know, obviously it's something that you feel, but you're a part of something as well. So I guess just finding your way through that, yeah.
And now there's some really great collaborations on this album.
Yeah.
How did those come about?
Well,
Pure dumb luck.
Yeah,
Really?
online Skinner was just coincidental that Woe Is Me were following us in the studio.
Oh, wow.
And Tyler was just listening to it, and then he enjoyed it, so he was like laying down some tracks, and then Johnny Craig was in there because he was going to be guesting on their stuff, and then he wanted to sing on it as well, as sort of like, I don't know if it was some weird kind of competition
I think
thing.
yeah.
We won't get bogged down too much in the details.
Apparently he doesn't remember it very well. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, like, he did a really good job, and
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
you know, I'm really proud to have him on there, and yeah, it was. I still don't know how it happened, but it was funny when I was at work when Cam gave us a call and said, "Hey, you want these guys to put some vocals down?" I'm like, duh.
Yeah. That's a great coincidence
Yeah,
that worked
well,
out. And what about Maddie from Memphis Mayfire? What
Same
about
sort
that
of
one?
thing. I mean, the cool thing is, like, Chango as a studio, like, working with Cam's a great dude, and he's made really good friends with a lot of the bands that we've worked with, and has been through there, and especially in his early days as well. Like, you know, a lot of those bands have kind of kept going back to him and made good friendships. So, you know, we had, I guess, the luck that Memphis Mayfire were playing in, I think it was. Anyway, they were playing when we were there anyway,
Yeah.
and so we went out to the show and hung out a bit and said hey and introduced ourselves and showed him the stuff and said, look, dude, you know, we love your vocals, and if you wanted to put something down. At that time we kind of toyed with the idea of him doing some screaming vocals, but we thought, you know what, let's just make him, get him to sing what he sing, and yeah, he came out really well. So
really well.
yeah, fit the part perfectly, and it's a lot of fun to sing. I love it. So yeah.
And now you guys released a music video for This Ain't No Place for Animals. What inspired the whole concept for that video? Oh no, is this a
This
funny
was
story?
like, this could turn into a really, really long story.
Oh, okay.
Basically, there was a whole lot of sort of backwards and forwardsing, and it got to a point where there wasn't really a whole lot going on, and then we came over and everything kind of had to, it was sort of on the cuff.
It got rushed a little bit,
Yeah.
more than we wanted it to. I mean, you know, obviously we had big, grand ideas about it. The original concept kind of came from a book called The House of Leaves by Mark Danlewski, which is challenging but really awesome read. It gets a bit crazy, like with things flipping upside down. It's a really disorienting book in the theme, but we kind of want to take some of the ideas out of that, and I think it just came through pretty well. We were really happy with how it kind of turned out. We were really, really scared after we shot it, because we're like, there is no way we got enough to make that work. But you know, Sig Bacall, who actually put it together, is a great dude, and really worked his ass off to make it happen.
It
and
came out really well in the end.
Yeah,
everyone
he
was
did it.
nervous
Yeah,
up until we saw the
when
final
we saw it,
product,
we're like,
okay, thank God, this looks awesome.
it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
you were
proud of it,
saying
yeah.
it's a visual book, and it's definitely clear in the music video that you were inspired by something so interesting.
Yeah, of course.
And it turned out great. And what's the message overall that you guys are trying to convey to your fans?
No, I don't want to be a political band. I mean, you know, just in the sense, you know, we want.
Through our music, I wouldn't say there's necessarily like one message. Us as sort of people, I would just say like a very accepting sort of vibe. Like, doesn't matter what your sexuality is, your gender, your race, like none of that sort of stuff. Everyone, as long as music's like the central sort of theme, then it's fine. Like nothing else really matters.
That's really great. So anybody could come out to your shows and enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it's just about being real people, and
Exactly.
you know, there's a lot of, I guess, for lack of a better term, bullshit in the music scene. So I mean, it's you know, we try and do the best we do with whatever we can, and we want to try and encourage people to be proud of what they do, put their everything into what they do, and you know, that's and to enjoy it, because like you know, you can work your whole life for something, and if you don't enjoy every step of the way, then you're going to end up doing something that you hate, or you know, it's just not worth it. So
We're lucky enough to do something that we love.
Yeah, totally.
so I mean,
It's awesome.
And now I was not originally planning on bringing up food twice in this interview, but you know, we gotta. What foods are you guys missing the most from Australia that you guys don't have in the United States? I've heard a lot of talk about Australian food being great, so fill me in.
well, obviously Australia being like close to Asia, we have a lot of Asian food over there, a lot of Thai, a lot of
Asian
Vietnamese,
food
like
as
really
well.
good quality Asian food, which is nice. So I miss that a little bit. I mean, you can find it here, but it's
We have Panda Express.
Oh,
not even close. Get out! No, it's good, but it's not even close to what we have. So like, we miss that a bit. Good quality fish and chips is hard to find over here as well.
Indian food is really hard to
Indian
find.
food.
Really?
We do
There's a
find
lot of
Indian
good places in Orlando. If you
really?
got time,
Yeah, it depends where you are in the country, I guess. But we have had good Indian food here and there, but it's just a bit hard to find. Yeah. when it's everywhere back home.
Okay, now what's that spread that everybody's talking about that's like awful?
Vegemite.
Vegemite. Okay,
we
now
love
do
it.
you
Some of
guys
that in
like
our
it?
bus.
Yeah,
So you like it?
I do.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed them.
This is the first
We
time
don't
I've ever
have
heard
bagels in
anyone
Australia.
saying they like it.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have bagels in Australia, but they actually work really well with Vegemite, so it's kind of worked. We've brought some over, and I mean, some people love it, some people absolutely despise it here, like in Australia as well. But
Our base just doesn't like it whatsoever.
Yeah, not a fan.
Doesn't want
Not
it
many
anyway.
Americans have liked it. We sort of
Yeah.
dish it out at most
Yeah.
places we go, but no one really likes it that much.
Yeah.
But
Which is good because we get to have more.
exactly.
More for
I mean,
you guys.
You grow up with it, and it's like,
Right.
you know, it's very salty. It's a bit yeasty, so it's
Sounds
a weird
great.
I know that.
so
I know that
bad.
sounds awful, but it's, you know, you just got to be careful with it. You don't spread it on like Nutella or peanut butter.
Okay.
That's the tip. That's the
Thank you for
secret.
the advice. Now, if I ever can find it in the United States, we'll test that out.
We got some in the box if you want.
I'll pass this time because I'm a little scared. Now, what are your plans for after the tour? What do you guys got coming up after this?
Tour is home time. After this tour, everyone's going back. We've got like 2 days off, and then we start doing an Australian tour.
Oh, so you're busy.
We're going to be busy, and then we finally have like a little bit of like downtime in quotations.
But we
So,
still have
like,
to write an album between now and kind
Yeah.
of February, so
Right.
we've got a lot to
We've
do.
got a lot of
February,
work to do.
we're expecting new music then.
No, probably not till summer next year. Not till
Oh.
summer, but we've got to get it kind of
I tried to get something out of you guys. I tried.
We're starting to work on like locking away sort of producers and stuff.
Yeah.
So like it's all
We're
in
doing
the
the writing,
process,
so,
and we're doing the writing, as the electronic
Yeah.
said. So
It's early days, but like, yeah,
New
we're trying to
music
get
is
it
on the
finished.
way.
Finish writing it for February, so that we can start putting it together for summer next year. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now, last but certainly not least,
Yeah.
social networking is big these days. So, how do you guys keep in touch with everybody? What's your favorite way? Where can people find you?
Oh, we use pretty much everything. I mean, each of us uses different
yeah.
things more so than others. I mean, we've always tried to keep in touch with everyone as best we can. I use Twitter. Alex is more of an Instagram guy.
Twitter and Instagram are mainly the main things. Yeah.
There you go.
But I mean, yeah,
Over
we try to
here.
keep in touch.
Same with
Facebook
you.
and Instagram.
Facebook and
Me.
Instagram. Okay, yeah.
Not much of a Twitter guy, but I try my best.
And so, what are the links? Where can everybody find you right now?
Well, I'm on Twitter at Trenton TWS.
I'm at Alex Austin HLH.
I'm at Maddie Beats HLH, I think.
You think?
But like,
Pretty
go
sure.
look. You can find our band on everything, like
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. So
we're always
from
down to
there,
chat
you
from
should
there.
be able to lurk your way through to our personal accounts.
There we go.
We all use the band stuff as well, so people can say hey, and we try and get back
There's
to it.
Tumblr as well.
Yes, can't forget Tumblr.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging
Thanks for
out. It's
having
been
us.
great. Now, everybody, make sure you check them out on Twitter, Facebook, everything like that. Their album Ground Dweller is on iTunes now. Subscribe for more interviews, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See you later, guys.